that is going to throw the audio levels right off.
Yep.
We are in episode number
18.
18. Wow, we're getting dangerously close to 20. So the good news is we're getting quite used to this. The bad news is we're getting quite used to this.
Yep.
And we haven't done one in a few days because I saw a few less comments. So we'll hopefully have something spicy for you today, something worth watching.
Yeah.
Thank you for your comments on our movie mashups. Not a lot of them, but a fair number of views. And I got a couple of good ideas. But today it's pretty simple, and it's cut right from the headlines of real experiences in our home and probably in yours. So David, tell the folks what we're going to do today.
Yeah, tonight we are answering the age-old question, the question everyone has been having since yesterday: tech versus teacher.
Excellent. So we are going to do a teacher's perspective, moi, and a student's perspective on
For the term Padawan.
Padawan. Okay, excellent. Well, I know a certain superintendent who will really like that. We're going to talk about some various categories. We're going to rate out of 10 what the experience is like. I've actually been doing the online teaching thing in various forms for a number of years, and I've been doing it with my particular class, which isn't kids, for more than just a day or two. But we'll give some ratings. So why don't you tell people the first category, and we're going to give a score out of 10 for the real life experience and the online experience. So what's the first category?
So the first category is the fun level. So yeah.
All right. So I'm going to give my rating. Are you ready for mine, or you want to wait?
I think I'm good.
So David, what do you say? Wow. Give your thing.
So here's mine.
Okay. And don't block the mic. You can hold it up and then tell people after you hold it up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my real life fun level was an 8.5. I do enjoy that I get to see my friends, and that that's pretty much it. But my teachers have some humor, so that's cool.
They do. You got some pretty funny teachers.
I do have some pretty
You
good
really
teachers.
do. You got some cool folks, yeah.
And then my online score was a 10 because I can still talk to the people that I want to talk to over text or FaceTime in a much calmer, quieter environment, which is nice.
Whoa, cameraman, would you fix the lights, please? Thank you.
But I can also play video games from home. So that's
whoa. Okay,
when I'm done my
maybe
work.
That was maybe too much informational disclosure, and you might be down to a 6 tomorrow. All right. So for me, being a teacher is normally, I really enjoy that experience. It's normally a 9. The thing I really don't like, and the reason it's not a 10, is I absolutely cannot stand marking papers. Because can you imagine reading the exact same thing dozens of times over and over and over again? So it gets to be boring. Online, I think, is pretty good. I actually don't have to do as much marking because I can use technology to mark for me. I can do tests and stuff like that. But and it's kind of fun to create the content and put it online and play around with that. And the backgrounds on Zoom. But it's a lot of work, and we'll get to that in a second. It's a lot of work, and it's a more indirect approach. So some people seem to like it more than others. And I don't get to see my coworkers, and I happen to really like my coworkers. All except you, Bernie. Don't like you. I don't actually work with anybody named Bernie. All right. Good.
Next category up is work level.
Work level. Okay, so how much work do we have to do? Okay. So here, do we want a low score or a high score?
You want to, well, I don't know, it depends.
We need to know our rating scale. Is a 10 a lot of work or very little work?
A 10 is a lot of work.
Okay.
And also how hard the work is.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Can I go first this time?
Yes, you can.
So mine is a 10 for online and a 9 for real. And the reason is pretty simple. Online, everything has to be recreated. What I would have normally just pulled out from my file cabinet and had a lecture exercise discussion around, now I have to record it, I have to make practice tests, I have to make special handouts that are digital, I have to do exercises and second conversations and all kinds of stuff. So it's just, more about creating something new. But the good thing is I actually feel pretty good about this sort of stockpile of information that I can use in other ways down the road, so that once we get back to real life, if a student doesn't know how to do something, I can say, well, here's a video you can watch as well, or they missed a day of school. And normally, I'll be blunt about this. I could kind of mail it in my classroom because I've been doing this gig for a long, long time. But what I do is I like to try to always do something more. And the reason's pretty selfish because I'd get bored if I taught the same thing for the most part. So I work pretty hard at it anyways. As you know, I usually come home a little later than maybe people might expect. And I have my students accessing me and so forth. So I don't think I've ever kind of floated it, but it's just a different type of work.
Yeah.
And I like it because right now it's giving me a reason to get up in the morning and have some rigor. So I think that's one of the best things. Mm-hmm. And your score?
So my real life work level is a 7.5 and my online work level is a 5.
Yeah, and your online work level, so I'm not surprised that your online work level is a little lower. That's normal. Your real life work level, yeah. 3 words for you. Parent-teacher meetings. Do you remember conversation? Let's get that sucker up to 11. Okay,
so,
all right.
My work level for real life is 7.5 because I find that I can kind of tackle the work that I have. It's not overwhelming. And I get most of the stuff that I'm learning without more review. So that's why I gave myself a 7.5.
Okay.
And the 5 for online is because I just feel that because, like you said, there's people have to recreate everything. I think it will be bumped up to the same level.
I don't think it will be. Really? I don't think it will be. I think that it's going to be. And plus, you're a techie guy, so you like tech, and so tech makes it a little bit easier for you. All right, let's do the next one, which is what next category is it? I think we should move it forward, otherwise it'll drag on.
Effectiveness.
So by effectiveness, you mean how well does it actually sink in?
Yeah.
The learniness, as Camera Mom called it. Yeah. And I have no choice but to kind of look at it from a teacher's perspective, so I'm going to do that. All right, you go first this time.
Okay, so my real life...
Ooh, look at that.
My real life effectiveness...
We matched. Sorry, I just might as well show people. We matched. We had the identical score.
Yep, an F and a P. Oh wait, that's backwards.
On our camera only. Yeah. Go ahead.
So my real life effectiveness was a 9. I think that overall, the way that my teachers are giving me subject matter is pretty effective and I'm understanding it. Now sometimes every once in a while there's a topic that I don't understand, but I can still very easily raise my hand and ask questions that I have. Online, I gave a 7 because I feel like I'm still learning stuff, but I don't have the same kind of response time that I usually would. So, if you... I don't know how to put this properly, but if you had learned 90% of something and then 3 hours later you learn the other 10%, it wouldn't be as effective as if you learned 100% of it at once, Okay. When I ask questions now, it takes longer. So, yeah.
I'm going to keep this real short because I think we're kind of dragging on here. But the bottom line is I think the same as you. And from what I can see, there's only certain things that you can't really do well in the classroom. There's certain things that people need to go and do and experience by reading and so forth. But 9/10 out of it, I think, does better with real person-to-person interactions. Yeah. And really, basically, online doesn't work as well for some people, partly because they have things going on in their lives, partly because their tech isn't as good, partly because they're not as comfortable with tech. But today what I really found, and I gave my students a survey, is that the students who did what I would call an active approach in the classroom are doing an active approach online. They're engaging more. You have to play with the material, use the material, talk about the material, and you absorb it. Yeah. If you don't, it doesn't matter how it's delivered. It goes in one ear and goes right out the other.
That's a good point.
All right.
Hygiene and dress code.
Hygiene and dress code. Okay, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy.
All right. I've got mine.
All right. I get to go first this time?
Yeah.
When you go to school in a real place, you have to dress at least in something professional. And no flip-flops.
I think our scales are off.
And you have to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
But when you're online, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows really from here down whether I'm wearing shorts, pajamas, flip-flops. And so far I've been pretty good about this, but I will confess that there was a time last week when I was doing a few things and I didn't have any shoes or socks on. So that's my confession for the day. And I thought that was kind of just, it's a stupid thing, but I was glad.
So 5 is...
5 is not as good. I feel it's too much work. 10, dress code, means I like the standard of lower.
Okay, yeah, okay. So, for real life, I gave myself an 8 and a 10 at home. The 10 at home is for the same reason the dad gave, but the 8 at school is because there's this self-consciousness that you get when you're wearing something out. You just never know whether people are going to like it, and even though that's not what matters, it can still...
Yeah, who gives a rat's butt, but you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Snackle access.
Yes.
Access to Snackcess.
Yeah.
Snackcess is really important. I think we can agree. Snackcess. All right.
I'm gonna end hats it right now. It's just gonna be.
All right. Here we go.
What did you give? Go out of business.
Okay, ready? You got to go first this time.
Real life snack quality, I gave it a 3. Vending machines are overpriced. Snacks are stale. Cookies are the best thing in there. What's up with that, Hatsit? Come on.
Yeah, and I'm going to teach you a new sign language, the sign for throw up. Okay, that's what that reminds me of. Okay, good.
And my online is a 10. I can go out and get me some Goldfish whenever I want.
Or leftover Chinese food we had in the last few days, some ramen, hot dog, whatever you want. So I'm really lucky because where I work, we have a little cafe called The Jolt right next to my room. So I gave it an 8 for real life, even though I don't go there that much. But it's a really cool deal, and the prices are great, and the food is awesome. Some of it's done by our cooks program in the college. But you can't beat the home. You can't beat the stuff. 17 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like my Goldfish.
Exactly. 17. I was going to rate it to the highest level, but I didn't know how to draw a porcupine. I was going to literally say porcupine on a scale of 10. Yeah. So I didn't have time to draw a porcupine. Yeah. Okay, and speaking of porcupines, our last scale is pet access.
Yeah.
Pet access, okay? Obviously, here we go. So.
All right, you're going to be very surprised by my answer. Radio silence. That's
okay, here we go. Right, exactly. So what did no, I'm first this time. Yeah. All right, well, it's real easy. Obviously, I can't have my dog, my cat at school. I wish I could because they're very helpful. So, much as I love where I work, I think I am actually the pet where I work. I think I am like the dog where I work. Everybody just kind of thinks of me as devoted and I follow them around. And also I eat the scraps. So I'm probably...
This is a really sad
moment. I know, it's a sad moment, exactly. I get a 0 for the 0 for the pet access, but at home, it's 211 / eggplant on a scale of 10.
That's actually a dash. Dashing.
Oh, sorry, dash. Or is it a hyphen? I can never tell. All right, but obviously, as you can tell, because Baxter is very loud in the background, there's no avoiding cats. And the interesting thing is, my computer is set up right where Baxter's food is, and he has a couple of times so far, I kid you not, I've left, come back, and he has erased something from my computer. Really? It's happened twice just today. Wow. I'm not kidding you.
You got to get like a protector, like a cage for your delete.
Right. Lots of people have a computer mouse. I have a computer cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I actually went even on this.
Oh, I know what you're going to do. You're about to suck up. You're about to suck up. Oh.
My vice principal and leadership teacher, who I love, and he's great. And
suck
he's
up.
And he would really mean a lot to me if he gave me a good mark. He brings his beautiful, lovely dog to school.
What's the dog's name?
Charlie.
Charlie.
And Charlie's a trained service dog that's really good with stress relief and stuff. And
he keeps the snack quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, he checks snack quality.
He does. Yeah, he does a very good job.
Yeah.
So that's nice, and he's really well behaved. And then the 6 at home is because I love having the animals, but it's a lot of getting up to let them out. And my birds are really loud because I work in the same room that my birds are, and when my window's open and it's nice outside, it's hard to think.
I like that actually, but I'm not right there with them, and I have to confess because I'm always recording things or on Zooms, and so I can't get up and take care of the dogs. And you do really become the pet caregiver, so I am actually really grateful to you for that, and also grateful to all my neighbors who have to put up with our dogs barking a lot more than they normally would.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Some of them have poop scoopers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The non-meat.
No.
That's not my
Exactly. Okay, well, we
right.
want to hear your thoughts. What has been your experience, whether you're a teacher, an educational assistant, somebody who is a student or works in the school system? In the comments, tell us your thoughts on how much fun the two experiences are, the work level, how effective it's working for you. How do you feel about this whole access to pets, access to snacks, and not having to wear socks? We would love to hear your thoughts. But until then, what do we have to say to these people?
Keep it creamy. Keep it dreamy. We'll see you very soon.
All right. See you later, Goldfish Gang.